Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you for the newcomers for clicking on the video. Leo, this is a reading for you. It's your September monthly. We're gonna dive right in. I don't want to take too much of your time. I want to get straight to the point. I want to be talking about you. So, what's the main energy on the oracle? Be playful. The Sandpiper. That's fun. You get to have, pleasure, maybe even as you work. I'm going to pull a planet, see which one out of your natal chart could be most prominent, regardless of the transits. You get Neptune. It's a little bit of a fuzz around what you do. Maybe it's nice to have softer edges to whatever you're doing, to how you're approaching life, not always having things black and white and very cut and dry. So on the contrary, maybe fuzzy and sort of dreamy. Let's look at the tarot. Judgment is in the reverse. What is it that you don't want to start anew? The Knight of Rods in the reverse. Well, it's very easy to understand that you dislike everything that starts and stops constantly. For some reason, I feel annoyance on your part. The Eight of Wands. What is this? Communication or travel? The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. You are getting a lot of communications, different types of communication, I guess, it could be verbal, written, etc. But it's like someone is trying to hook up with you. They're kind of blasting you with invitations or, trying to get your attention, definitely. They keep proposing to you like, let's do this, let's do that. You don't seem to be interested. You're not interested. I have the Queen of Swords here for you. I'm not sure if it's you, but you're very analytic at the moment. You're very almost in your head about, or mostly analytic. You're sort of like watching this from like almost like a higher standpoint and looking at it in every detail and also seeing like the bigger picture of it. And either way, whether you look at the details or the big picture, it doesn't correspond to what you feel comfortable with. So I don't know if it's this particular person in this particular dynamic that you're shedding a sort of a, how do we say, looking down upon almost. It's almost like that, but it's not quite condescendence. It's more of, let me step back and let me really take a good look at this. Not really wanting to engage, keeping someone at arm's length. All of those, right? I think someone is coming out of the woodworks, like from, I don't know where they've been, but they're sort of coming out of either you haven't seen or heard from them for a long time. I'm I'm not sure what this is. This person is, it feels like they took a long time. So although they're an in and out kind of person, they've taken a long time to come back around to you, is what I'm picking up. It's like taking their sweet F time. You know, it's a strange one because this person really has these two particular traits. Like, they take a lot of time to even come around, and when they do come around, they leave, but when they leave quickly. So it's a funny thing that they arrive slowly, but they leave very quickly. Do you know what I mean? So I think that you very much dislike this particular way of interacting with you. And if it's not a person, it could be like the way you're sensing that opportunities are showing up for you. Like, it feels like, oh my God, it took forever to even get like an opening or a possibility, or whether it's a job, whether it's you know what I mean? Like, something would take a long time to fall into place, and then just maybe disappear on you, and eventually not pan out fairly quickly, and then you'd be a little bit disappointed. I believe that's more intuitive, right? I'm trying to think back at the oracle, right? It asks you to be playful, and this dynamic doesn't feel pleasant. It doesn't feel like you want to engage in a game with this person. It doesn't feel like you want to play. And because maybe you don't like, how can I put it? Maybe you perceive that the way they are and the way they operate is a game. And so being playful for you, especially when it comes to dealing with this person, you're not up to playing this game with them. You know what I mean? You're really adamant about not repeating this. I don't think that you want to engage. I think that you're keeping this at arm's length, really. Let me keep pulling. You know, you're a giving person, very giving person. And I think it's someone that you gave many chances to. I think so. I really do. And I think you've been disappointed. I think my intuition was right about the card hadn't fallen when I first told you you were disappointed. And here it is. I just think that you don't want to give to this anymore. I think when this person shows up, and the way they show up, you know, the way they eventually come out of nowhere after a long period of time, I think it's not the first time that you see this reoccurrence. I think you've identified the pattern. I think you know how they operate. And I think you're protecting your energy. And I think it's really funny the way you're protecting your energy. It's like you're not being very upfront. You're being very, like, letting things sort of like keeping them mysterious. I think the way you do it is you don't give straight answers. I don't think you give a straight no. I think you kind of leave things like for the other person to guess. It also comes from this Neptunian energy from the beginning, leaving things a little bit blurry where you don't give them a firm no and you don't give them a firm yes. I think, I'm not sure why you would do it this way. Either maybe you don't want to disappoint them by telling them no when they come and offer so many, you know, they've come around many times. They've made invitations before and they've reached out to you and they keep reaching out to you constantly. Even if it's sporadic, it's been ongoing. So I really do think that you prefer to almost like leave them hanging. Like, what do you say? No answer is an answer, something like that. The star in the reverse. You're staying distant. You're staying neutral. And I think you want to keep them at a distance. And I think you will do that in September. You won't even answer them back. You won't give them any energy. You're not into playing this game with them. I think I'm going to end the reading here. Let me know what you think. Let me know if that resonates, if you know someone like this. If you've been able to identify who might be coming up coming out of the woodworks and showing up for you in September. Let me know. Please like the video as well if you enjoyed it. Share and subscribe. I'll see you soon. Take care.